Drake is light skinned, so he most likely doesn't go through the same struggles that Kendrick goes through being a dark skinned man.
I don't think that's true though. I mean, I get that, but I don't think that's true because like my sister and my brother, God rest his soul, were way lighter than me, like closer to clear. And they had their own, no, for real, they had their own struggle that like I was darker growing up. So, the things that they would come home and cry about being light skinned, growing up in a blacker, darker neighborhood, like no, they got ate up at school every single day. So I mean, there's a whole nother struggle. Being black is a struggle in itself, light or dark, even though collectively within the community, we pit our, each other against each other, but no.
Skin complexion is a humbling tactic in the black community. People have to humble you about skin. If you call somebody dark skin in our community, that's an insult. If somebody calls themselves light skin in this community, because they can call you light skin, but if you call yourself light skin, you think you're better, they're going to grill you. They're going to grill you. But you could call yourself dark skin. But if somebody else calls you dark skin, it's a problem.
And if you are a light-skinned black woman, don't you ever stop talking about your experiences when it comes to the colorism that you face. I know this community likes to turn a blind eye and act like light-skinned women don't face colorism. Yes, they absolutely do.
I wanted to make this real quick video. I'm probably going to title this Light Skin Tears, the Voices of the Light Skins, right? So this platform is very nuanced. We talk about colorism from the light skin perspective, specifically because that's my experience personally as a YouTuber. I was just watching this video of a TikToker who was talking about, being light-skinned and how people think she's always colorist or always think she's this or think she's that. And I was reading the comments and a lot of people was like, light-skinned where?
One thing I don't like about being light-skinned is when people try to put that colorist shit on me, assuming I'm going to be with that colorist shit because I'm light-skinned. Or that they try to put you on a pedestal and make you talk down on darker-skinned people because you light-skinned. Like, I don't like that. Why I was having a conversation with someone earlier and they said, why is it that every race that women can grow really long hair, but black women can't grow really long hair? I'm like, nah, black women can grow long hair. Why is you talking down on black women? They gonna tell me, nah, not you. You don't have to defend them. Them? Who is them? Black women? I am black. They talking about, no, they don't be talking about your type of black woman when people talk about black women. As soon as somebody say black women, they are talking about me because I'm black. Just because I am lighter skinned does not ever mean I'm going to join in on the reindeer games and make a hee-hee-ha out of black women. That shit is a part of the problem now. And I really hate when people bring that stuff to me because it don't give that. That shit do not be cute. I will never hee-hee-ha and join in on that shit. I don't like it.
It's like light-skinned people are always defending themselves when it comes to the color that they... But not only... Because let me explain something. People aren't just going around saying that they're light-skinned unless they know that they're light-skinned, unless they got the experience to back it up, unless people have told them that. And there's a reason for that, because there's a stigma behind saying that you're light-skinned, even though you are. You're not allowed to actually say it about yourself. Only other people are allowed to call you that, if that makes sense, in the black community. Okay, you can't just call yourself light-skinned in this community without people looking at you sideways, checking your arms and stuff with an invisible brown paper bag in their head, trying to measure your skin color to a paper bag in their head to see if you're really light-skinned. It's the wildest thing. And if you're not, if you have a little bit of tint of brown in you, you're going to get humbled real quick, because being light-skinned in the black community is like a status symbol of some sort. For some reason, there's this hierarchy in our community where the lighter you are, the better you supposedly are, right? So you're not allowed to actually call yourself light skinned unless you're Ice Spice's color. But we all know in this community, we've educated each other on what light skin even is, what brown skin even is, because people will quick to humble you with that too. Skin complexion is a humbling tactic in the Black community. People love to humble you about skin. If you call somebody dark skin in our community, that's an insult. If somebody calls themselves light skin in this community, because they can call you light skin, but if you call yourself light skin, you think you're better, they're gonna grill you. But you could call yourself dark skin. But if somebody else calls you dark skin, it's a problem. But if you call yourself dark skin, oh, you're proud of who you are, and all of these positive things. It's so weird. And it's just skin color. It's how you identify. It's your skin color. But we've gave it, because if you live in America, we all know race has never not been a part of our history, ever. So we understand why our skin color is such a big deal in this community, because our skin color was literally a means of survival at one point. The lighter you were, the better of a life you probably had. But to this day, we still carry it on, and we take it out on each other. And I just wanted to make this compilation video of lighter skinned people sharing their experiences, because for so many years we weren't allowed to. They will call it light skin tears, because we supposedly have this incredible life, this life that's so much better than dark skinned people, and they don't understand that we're human too, and we're allowed to have our experience. Just because it's not yours doesn't mean we're not allowed to have them. So this is a safe space for lighter skinned people to be able to express themselves. And we came up with the darkest complexion of light skin in this community, which was, we said it would be Fenty Shade 390. I'm Fenty Shade 330 for reference. We decided all together, we voted on the darkest shade of light skin based on the experience. All of our experiences were the same, or they were very similar. The way people treat light-skinned Black people and dark-skinned Black people are completely different. And for people who always want to try to humble somebody who identifies as light-skinned and call them brown-skinned, let me explain something to you. All minority groups are a shade of brown skin, whether you're beige, whether you're dark chocolate, whether you're caramel. All of these are a shade of brown skin. The definition for light skin on Merriam-Webster, it's saying having a light olive to medium brown complexion. Another definition from Oxford Languages, having pale or relatively pale skin. Relative to. And relative is just in relation or proportion to something. So there's a range when it comes to being light skin, from olive to medium brown. Just like there can be a range of dark skin, there's a range of light skin. It's not just one color. It's not just white passing. It's not just Ice Spice's color. There's different shades of light skin. But the only reason why I know that people like to throw brown around as a humbling tactic is because they only do that to women. I always see a woman who's the same complexion as a guy. They'll call that guy light skin real quick. They'll call him light skin way quicker. But if they're female, the same complexion will say she's light skin, they'll be like, you're not even light skin. You're brown skin. But they don't hear themselves when they say that, because there's different shades of brown skin. All of us are brown skin. What shade are you? Are you lighter or are you darker? And you'll know based on your experience. That's how you'll know. How do people treat you? What can you relate to? Can you relate to exotical content more? But everybody knows what their experience is, and you can't take that away from somebody. You just can't do it. So people trying to humble other people with skin complexion, it says more about them. For real. But we gotta stop policing each other's identities and how we identify. Your skin color is not an insult. Somebody else's skin color is not an insult to you. But I'm going to go ahead and play the clips now. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will talk to y'all next time. And let me know what y'all think. Thank you for listening.
And if you are a light-skinned black woman, don't you ever stop talking about your experiences when it comes to the colorism that you face. I know this community likes to turn a blind eye and act like light-skinned women don't face colorism. Yes, they absolutely do. I have several examples. I have several cousins that I always had to protect because people saw them as just bait. They saw them as, fresh meat simply for being light-skinned. And here comes a dark-skinned cousin. Nah, bro, we not having this. I remember listening to my mama's stories as a kid about the colorism she faced. Now, she's not just as light-skinned as her mama is, but standing next to me, my mama's way lighter than me. And the only one of those stories that kind of bothered me was she said my daddy's sisters were mean to her because she's lighter skinned. And these are supposed to be the women that's supposed to love and care about me. Now, people grow, they change. They were all young when that happened. They're not like that anymore. But to know that my own mama faced colorism from people who's supposed to love and care about me really kind of bothered me coming up. And for a while I kind of looked at my aunties funny, like I never said it and I never disrespected them, but I'm kind of like, my mama told me what y'all did. I still love y'all simply because y'all my family, but my mama told me what y'all did. So I wanted to open up the conversation. We need to talk about it. We know colorism exists when it comes to people who are my skin shade, or darker, but we don't talk about it when it comes to light-skinned women simply because we've told ourselves that they're the preferred skin tone. I think light-skinned women get it harder than we do because there's nobody to stand up for them. There's lots of people to stand up for dark-skinned women who face colorism. Light-skinned women don't have nobody to stand up for them. So let's talk about it.
One thing I don't like about being light-skinned is when people try to put that colorist shit on me, assuming I'm going to be with that colorist shit because I'm light-skinned. Or that they try to put you on a pedestal and make you talk down on darker-skinned people because you light-skinned. Like, I don't like that. Well, I was having a conversation with someone earlier, and they said, why is it that every race that women can grow really long hair, but black women can't grow really long hair? I'm like, nah, black women can grow long hair. Why is you talking down on black women? They gonna tell me, nah, not you. You don't have to defend them. Them? Who is them? Black women? I am black. They talking about, no, they don't be talking about your type of black woman when people talk about black women. As soon as somebody say black women, they are talking about me because I'm black. Just because I am lighter skinned does not ever mean I'm going to join in on the reindeer games and make a hee-hee-ha out of black women. That shit is a part of the problem now. And I really hate when people bring that stuff to me because it don't give that. Like, that shit do not be cute. I will never hee-hee-ha and join in on that shit. I don't like that. No, in certain conversations, it's not necessarily my fight to fight. But at the end of the day, I'm going to always be on the side of my sisters because I'm black. It ain't no different from anything else. When people see me, they see black. Same way if they look at any other black person and see black. Only black people try to make this separation and make this hierarchy. Only black people. Whites, Hispanics, Asians, whoever the fuck else in the world, they just see black people. And it be really irritating when black people try to create these separations and say all this ignorant ass stuff. The texturism, the colorism, all that shit is really sad. Like, it really be annoying. Talking about black women don't grow hair really long. I don't even grow really long hair. Do you assume because I'm light-skinned that I do? Because I don't. I don't have hair like white or Hispanic people. And another thing that'd be funny about my natural hair, you many times people told me, oh, I'm surprised your hair look like that because you light-skinned. Oh, I didn't think you would have hair like that. Y'all is really confused. Really fucking confused. Y'all see light skin and think that means like, oh yeah, she gonna have super curly hair and she this and she that. No, it's just a skin color. A stupid fucking skin color. Shit be irritating. I hate them conversations. I don't get down like that. No.
Colorism also happens on the other end. When I talk about the internalized racism and how lighter skinned voices, they don't get heard, they don't get pushed out there within the black community, that I get eye rolls, I get, people there's a reaction to that is very negative and not welcoming.
I have been told several times, I don't like you because you're light skinned. Like I get told like, oh, you light skinned, you're not really black. But like I'm light skinned because my great-great-great-grandmother was raped by James Uhl in Virginia, or in Maryland, I should say, who then subsequently had children every month after that for 12 months with other slaves that he owned. And he put his name on their birth certificates. And this means that I'm also possibly related to Robert E. Lee. I am light-skinned because my great-grandmother on my mother's side was raped by her boss when she was a maid in Grenada. So I just feel like we oversimplify in a way that feeds this white supremacist ideology instead of looking to each other to say, how do we starve it with love and loving each other? So, you know, I am not colorist. There are many times where I have had to consciously remove myself from spaces because these people don't know what the they're talking about. And they're like, well, you're black. You know, like this designer in Russia wanted me to be the face of her Africa campaign. I said, ma'am, the only way I can do that is if I am partnered in equal level with a dark-skinned person from the continent. Right. And they were like, ugh, you're just doing too much now. We don't even see race.
Don't you just love that one?
And it took me also a little bit to understand that colorism only works one way.
Right.
I don't know if bullying is the right word for what happens to light-skinned black folks who feel like they don't belong.
Right.
There is no way in the dissemination, the effective dissemination of white supremacy, that we would not have dark-skinned women who don't like you because you light-skinned and light-skinned women who don't like you because you dark-skinned. They have been very effective at that division.
Yeah.
Is it jealousy or colorism? Recently, someone tried to say Ice Spice wasn't attractive, she just was light-skinned, and they even took it this far. When I was younger, this is how I looked. Someone tried to tell me that I look like Radio. And I said, oh, Cuba Gooding Jr., okay. And she said, no, you look like Radio. I was like, how do I look like Radio? I just didn't get it until I got older and understood colorism. What the girl was trying to do, she was a dark-skinned girl, she probably had a crush on me, but she was trying to put me in my place. And this is something that people often do to lighter-skinned people.
Now, this was actually very disappointing for me to hear because I was actually supporting Ice Spice at one point. Even though she did benefit from light skin privilege, I always viewed it as like it isn't her fault that she benefits from it. But the fact that she literally sat up there and told a bold-faced lie is making me look at her.
While colorism does exist, and I'm not negating all the points that lady made, but what I am saying is it's unfortunate that she's so quick to write Ice Spice off when Ice Spice was asked this question unprovoked. Ice Spice never said anything problematic about anyone's skin tone. That's really sad. These are my second great grandparents. They're all dark skinned except my great great grandmother, and they were all successful. I wasn't taught this concept of being dark skinned meant that you couldn't be successful. I was taught that being black in America
about how light skinned women get treated by dark skinned women. Cause it's crazy that me or other women as light skins, if we speak on it, if we delusional, it ain't that bad for y'all, which proves the point that nobody cares about us being put down. Nobody cares about us being bullied, ostracized, or anything based upon our skin color. And the thing is that I feel like a lot of people don't get, when a light-skinned person is speaking on their experience as a light-skinned, we are not negating that things happen to dark-skinned people too. Definitely always been, and unfortunately probably always will be worse for darker-skinned people. We understand that. But it's just like, we are allowed to share our experiences and things too, because some people are a little crueler to you because you are born in a way that was out of your control. And being light-skinned around a lot of dark-skinned people always makes people kind of have these weird assumptions and things they put on you, like, oh, because you light-skinned, you probably stuck up, you probably think you cute, you probably move a certain type of way. Even like the whole memes about how light-skinned people act, that is a form of like bullying. Like, that's not true about all of us, most of us. But we not gonna act like there's some people that feel like because they the color of the wall, get blended with the mayonnaise colored people, that they somehow is better, because I see it all the time. And honestly, once again, as a light skin myself, that irritates because what? Or the girls that think, oh, I'm pretty because I'm light skinned. I'm pretty, I got light color eyes. They look like bulldogs. Yes, we know it exists. But it never be fair to put it on all of us, because all of us is not like that. false pretenses to light-skinned people are just as bad as the false pretenses people have to dark-skinned people. Very true. And it's 2025. I hate the fact skin color is still even a conversation, but it's always something we're going to have to talk about because, yeah, it happens on both sides, and it's wrong on both sides. It's not fair to assume and put on every light-skinned person that they don't like dark-skinned people, that they're colorist, that they think they better. Let them show you that first, because I promise you, it's not all of us. At all. See, me, I'm an op. I do not like light-skinned people. Like I said, they do, a lot of them do be doing too much. I'm not gonna hold you, like, especially light-skinned men and all that. Like, okay, we can still see when the lights go off. Does that make you like a fucking lamp, a light bulb? Like, chill out, okay? Like, I don't know. They really be feeling like their main character is because of a skin color, and it's like, you know how pale and ugly you look. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't think light skin be looking cute. Like, anything lighter than me, you just start to look like malnourished. Like, when a light skin got big features, like, you look funny looking. Like, I don't know who said that was a standard, but shout out to all the chocolate people of the world. Y'all is fucking delicious, okay? That's why I love when it's summertime. I get my little tan. I'm fake brown skin for the season. Because it just looks so good. Like, melanin is so beautiful. When you put on some bright colors of white with that melanin on your... Oh, I cannot wait for the deep part of the summer. Oh, my God. But let's stop being colorist in general, like, for real. Point of the story is, everybody wrongful. We all born different colors. And as black people, that's what we should embrace. Because ain't no other race like that for real. We are all so very much different. And I love to see it. We all should love to see it. Stop trying to divide, separate. Stop it. It's 2025.
I just finished having a heart-to-heart conversation with my friends, and they basically told me that they stopped inviting me out places with them because they didn't like how much attention I was getting as the light-skinned friend. So naturally, I'm like, what do you mean by that? And they're basically telling me that every time we go out, I'm always the first person that people come to speak to, like, before the rest of them. And honestly, that's something that I never paid attention to just because I have my own man, so it's like I don't even be interested in that type of stuff. Like, I really don't be paying it no mind. Every time we go out and someone tries to approach me, they will, like, jump in front of me and be like, no, you can't talk to her, like she has a man, like before I could even open my own mouth to say, like, no, I'm not interested, I have a man. But I never chalked it up to being like a colorism type of thing. Like, I'm very aware that colorism exists. Like, I can't help the color of my skin. And this is honestly the first time in my life that somebody has told me, like, to my face, like, this is how we feel about you, we're gonna stop inviting you out. Like, so it's not like I'm trying to like not acknowledge anybody's feelings about this, but I'm just really taken aback. Like, I don't know what to think about this situation. Like, oh yeah, you didn't do anything wrong, but we can't have you around no more because of your skin color. Like, I hate that anybody in this world will have to experience colorism. I don't support that. I don't think it's right. I just don't feel like I should be cut off because of other people's sick way of thinking. I don't support that.
Y'all are being very dishonest about the conversation surrounding those light-skinned girls and the conversation around 4C hair. They didn't tell no lies. Y'all don't like 4C hair. And the only time that 4C hair gets any love is when it's long and stretched out and styled. Any other time, y'all hate 4C hair. Y'all hate short 4C hair. Y'all hate afros. Y'all hate shrinkage. Y'all do.
A lot of black women don't like they 4C hair. And it's because the greater community don't like their hair either. Let a black woman get on this app and say something y'all don't like. The first thing y'all gonna do is drag her by her 4C hair. It's y'all's pride and ego that is forcing y'all to admit that that's true. It's that y'all don't wanna have to admit that before some biracial girls because y'all feel like biracial women are the standard. And maybe them light-skinned girls, maybe them biracial girls don't know what it's like to be a part of the black community. Maybe their opinions are slightly skewed by the religious background that they come from, that their white moms have slightly skewed their behavior. But I don't think that changes the message. When that other light-skinned girl got on this app and say she insecure about her 4C hair, y'all dragged her too. Which don't make sense because y'all just dragged the other light-skinned girl saying that they don't understand. But now this light-skinned girl understands and y'all still dragging her. Y'all hate for light-skinned women to get on this app and say anything except that they're the standard. But if they get on this app and say that they the standard, y'all gonna be mad at them for that too. We cannot have honest conversations that are gonna move the community forward if y'all keep dragging everybody for being honest about their experience when y'all egos and feelings get hurt. There is a certain beauty standard for light-skinned women. People do expect light-skinned women to have loose curls, long flowing hair. They don't expect that out of dark-skinned women, but they be happy when that's the outcome, right? So how is she wrong for saying what she said? A man will be disappointed when a light-skinned girl take her wig off and there's some kinky 4C hair under there. Why y'all think Doja Cat did what she did? Doja Cat was insecure about her hair too. That's why she cut it off. Y'all cannot expect for light-skinned women to be quiet because y'all feel like the problems of dark-skinned women are more important. They are not overshadowing the cause. But I feel like if y'all keep treating light-skinned women like they are not part of our community and that their opinions and feelings don't matter and the things that they've been to aren't relevant, then it's going to cause even bigger issues within our community. It is hard to be a black woman, to be a light-skinned black woman, to be a dark-skinned black woman. There is so much expectation surrounding our image, how we should dress, how we should talk, how we should wear our hair, our makeup. None of these expectations are imposed on any other group of women. So we should at least be showing each other grace on that forefront. We are one people. We come in all different colors, all different shapes, all different features, but we are all beautiful. And I realize that racism and white supremacy has put the light skin look, the ambiguous features and loose curly hair as the forefront of the expectation. But as black people and black women, we know that's not true. But we owe it to one another to listen to each other, to try to understand the other person's experience. It's imperative, it's vital that we do, that we can move forward so that we can heal, so that we can grow, so we can move on to the next phase. Because this divisiveness, this light skin versus dark skin shit, this shit is so 2008. We should be well past that by now. But here we are, 2024, still arguing about the same shit 20 years later, for real. Are y'all not tired? I love light-skinned women. They are beautiful. Mixed race women, they're beautiful too. And yes, they're still black. I hate that y'all feel like they not us when they claim to be us. They have our DNA, they have our blood, they have our epigenetics, they have our trauma. It's in their DNA too. The ones that want to be with us, who want to be included, we should include them. We should. I'm just so ready to move past this. Like, let's just listen. Let's be open to listening.
All right, for all y'all Beyonce haters, I noticed one thing about y'all, including my own family members, the females in my family that's dark skinned. I noticed this. Ever since the year 2006, when Dreamgirls came out, the movie Dreamgirls came out, and they had that scene where Beyonce was supposed to be like the Diana Ross of the group, and they made her the lead singer because she was the prettiest but not the best singer. I noticed that dark-skinned people started hating Beyonce openly ever since the movie Dreamgirls came out in the year 2006. And the crazy part I don't get is dark-skinned people, y'all cry colorism about that scene, about situations like that. Beyonce taking over the group because she was light-skinned and better looking than Jennifer Hudson. But y'all cry colorism, but it was Jamie Foxx, a dark-skinned man who was in charge of the group, who was the producer, who decided to make that decision, who decided to put Beyonce in the forefront. But yet, you see dark-skinned women and even confused light-skinned women all in Jamie Foxx's R&B singing videos, and oh, Jamie Foxx is so fine. Oh, Jamie Foxx sounds so good. But he's the true colorist and he's the villain in this situation for putting Beyonce in the forefront. But yet, y'all want to blame innocent light-skinned women for being praised by black men, and majority of the time, it's a dark-skinned black man that's praising light-skinned women and putting down dark-skinned women. But yet, y'all want to talk about light-skinned men calling us soft and effeminate, and y'all want to praise dark-skinned men who are the ones that's colorist and who hate black women. Y'all want to praise those dark-skinned men and say, "Oh, he's so fine and he sounds so good when he sings." Y'all just make all type of compliments for dark-skinned men and got all type of insults for light-skinned men. And that's light-skinned men. We're the ones who don't discriminate. We like women of all races and colors, and we don't have a problem with our black women like dark-skinned black men do. So y'all Beyonce haters, y'all dark-skinned women, and y'all dark-skinned men that hate Beyonce, and even some of y'all confused light-skinned women that want to fit in, y'all need to get it together, because Jesus does not like that hatred that y'all have, for that open hatred that y'all have for light-skinned people. So nevertheless, with that being said, y'all dark-skinned people, y'all need to, one, get some self-esteem, get some self-confidence, learn to love being dark-skinned without, praise being dark-skinned without negatively talking about light-skinned people like y'all tend to do most of the time. Y'all love to talk down about light-skinned people while you all are praising dark-skinned people. So get some self-esteem, get some confidence in being dark-skinned, and watch how Jesus blesses you with so much peace in your life when you start treating light-skinned people with respect and common courtesies, like the way you would like to be treated. Even if that light-skinned person is beautiful or handsome and you feel threatened that they might take your man or woman, start complimenting light-skinned people. Start being nice to light-skinned people and stop viewing them as competition, and watch how Jesus start blessing your life. Peace out in Jesus.
If you're mixed, you're not a light skin. Being mixed means you're biracial. Light skins are fully black. I'm
so glad somebody said it, man. I'm so glad. I'm so tired of people saying, oh, point her out, point at this guy, point at this guy, point at this girl. And they'll be like, oh yeah, he's light skinned, she's light skinned. They're Mexican. They're not black. They're Mexican. They're Puerto Rican. Like, bro, they're not black. They're not light skinned. They're mixed. Not even mixed. They're this topic has burdened me my whole life, bro. You understand? Like, light skinned people are black, fully black. They're just fair. They're just fair. Brown skin, just a bit darker than light skin, bro. But they're all black. People don't get it. All black. You can tell. You can tell. This is burdening me my life, bro. I'm tired of people even thinking I'm mixed, bro. I'm tired of people thinking I'm mixed. What?
I was silent. Were you silent or were you silenced?
Okay, so what I want to talk about is an identity complex that I had to get over when it comes to colorism and being light-skinned, and texturism as well. I noticed that when I wore this type of hair, like, people would treat me a little bit differently. People would just assume that I was mixed, that I was biracial. And when I would straighten my own hair, when I had long hair, people would always ask me, is that your natural hair? Is that your natural texture? I even had one person go as far to say, well, it should be. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being a 4C queen. Yeah, I was light, but this is what I really wanted to look like. I wanted to be like, I don't know, I don't want to call her pale and be insulting, but a little bit more pale. I wanted to have that wild hair, you just shake it out, and you just this light-skinned freedom, wild child beauty. I also admired the sensitivity and the beauty that these characters were portrayed with, and I wanted people to see me like this. So I was torn between that type of strange fantasy and actually just wearing wigs for fun, just because I enjoy slaying. Like, I love hair, I love beauty. That's the type of girl that I am. So I got these contacts one day, right? I love contacts, love wigs, eyelashes, beauty, nails, shit like that. Or I remember when Tiny got that construction work on her fucking eyes and got her eyes changed permanently. That gave me such a complex. I was just like, wow, I want to be able to enjoy these freely without looking like I want to be like how she's doing, you know? But I couldn't allow myself. I felt like if I wore these with my wig, I'm playing into colorism by trying to appear more, trying to have a closer proximity to whiteness and away from my blackness. But I genuinely do enjoy these things. Do y'all see where I'm coming from? Instead of just being able to wear like a wig just because I liked it, instead of just being able to wear contacts just because I like them and just be free. I used to put so much pressure on myself because all I could think about is how people would react to and the questions they would ask me about where I'm from and stuff like that. I would just feel so poked and prodded at. And I really felt like no answer was good enough. I couldn't just tell people, yeah, I'm black and just leave it at that. Like, no, where are you really from? Where are your parents from? Where are their parents from? And it just felt so like invasive and intrusive. But eventually I learned to get over it. Black people are diverse. Like, we don't have to be from somewhere else besides the States to have any type of phenotype that anybody else has. We're just diverse. I don't have to be biracial to be good enough or to be pretty enough or to be light enough. I look how I look.
I do have a fear of having light skin. Ooh. I want my kids to be brown. Yeah. But they're probably not going to be brown. Yeah. And I'm like becoming okay with it.
I'm sorry. I just had to cut in real quick on this one because this one hit a little close to home because let's say if she did have a child that did come out like light skin, she would probably subconsciously be mistreating this child. I dealt with that. My mom had a thing against light-skinned women because my father cheated on her with light-skinned women. So she had a resentment against light-skinned women. So I don't know. This one hit a little close to home. But that's the only reason why I put this clip in here. This video is called Light Skin Tears, the voices of the light skins. And it's just giving a voice from our perspective, the things that we're going through.
I want to talk about my take on when it comes to like light skin privilege and like colorism and things like that. I personally do not believe that there's reverse colorism, but I do feel like the experiences that mixed people and lighter skinned people experience. I saw this video of this, she was a darker skinned black girl, and I hate using the word whitewashed, but she did kind of seem whitewashed, and she did kind of seem like she liked white men because she was saying like, oh, like light skins only have privilege. She was like, oh, like what privilege does light skinned people have? Like the only privilege that they get are from black men, and it's not a flex. So when she said that, I was kind of like, oh, like that's kind of what it was giving. But when she said that, I was thinking about it from more of like a social level. I do feel like oftentimes, more times than not, light-skinned people, if you're like half black, half white, half black, half Mexican, half black, half Chinese, more times than not, the black community will accept them more and view them as a black person than the other person or like group of people. An example that I kind of give, like I'm not Filipino, but I'm gonna speak on that shit, right? So like, you know how like Sweetie, what's her name, they're both half Filipino, half black, but I feel like, and so is Olivia Rodrigo is half white, half Filipino, and I see more videos of Filipinos claiming Olivia Rodrigo but not claiming her and not claiming Sweetie, when her and Sweetie have been out and popping like way before Olivia Rodrigo was. So like that perspective most definitely I guess altered my like brain, I guess, because I do believe that is very much true. And I feel like what it really is just like internalized racism, because I personally don't believe that mixed people, maybe not light-skinned people, but like most definitely not mixed people, should be in like the front lines of the black experience and speaking on that. Even though I feel like it's 100% valid, I do feel like my experience as a mixed or like light-skinned black woman is real, you know? And I think that it most definitely should be considered, but I don't feel like that's like the primarily I don't feel like I should be the representation of the black community. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think one of it, like, let's say there was like 5 women, right? Okay, 5 black women. The middle black woman, the lead person, should be a dark-skinned black person. Now, I should be probably like the 5th one or the freaking one on the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't be the main like leader or whatever of experiences as a black woman because it's not the same, but I do feel like my experiences are valid, but I feel like it shouldn't be like within the whole community.
Got engaged to his light-skinned girlfriend, and women were so upset or felt betrayed because he really rode for black beauty, but yet still he conformed, I guess, to stereotype. Is that an issue? Why is that an issue? Do you take issue with that?
I personally don't take issue with it because, again, my mom was light, my dad was dark. I didn't feel like, and I feel like, to be honest, I feel like when we make those things an issue, we're creating another issue in that, because it's like, now we're already discriminated against. We don't team up as a race already. Now let's divide. It's that whole divide and conquer mentality, and it's just like we're feeding it. It's like, so she's not black enough, because if she was darker, then it'd be okay. Nobody would care, you know? Yeah. So now that's like, nobody chooses to be the color that they are, you know? And so it's like, so he should have just said, no, I'm not even gonna date you because of her complexion, or because she's not black enough, because he believes in empowering black people. That means that the person that you're with has to look a certain way. Like, is that what it's about? Like,
I genuinely think, and maybe that goes to the point of the music video thing, I really think that a lot of black men have complexion issues, more so than women. I think that their issues pit women against each other, but that's not where the real issue lies. Like, I don't know a lot of light-skinned women who genuinely think I'm better than, or I'm prettier than. I mean, I'm sure they exist out there, but I do know, no matter how crazy I look, and I could look crazy, like crackhead, homeless, and there will still be a black dude who will try and holler at you. And it has nothing to do with me. It's the silhouette of what I represent and what they want. So I do feel like there is issue there.
Yeah, because I know there was even like a lot of dark-skinned guys who would just be like, they don't want to be with a dark-skinned girl because they don't want to have dark kids. You know? But then on the flip side, I guess it happens with women too, right? Where they're like, oh, I want to, my kid's got to have good hair and all that kind of stuff.
There's also the flip side of dark-skinned women or dark-skinned people, period, who like, I want to have babies with dark kids. I want to have dark kids. But then that's okay.
Right? So I had a friend who was like that. She did not want to date any light-skinned guys, nobody light. She said if it was light, it wasn't right for her. Like, she just didn't, she said, I'm not attracted to the skin, and like, it's like the way she described it. And I was like, bruh, like, you're describing it now like somebody's not human though. Like, you know, when it gets to that point where you're like, wait, you're just defeating the purpose. Like, I don't feel like you need to love yourself by hating something else, you know? So like, I feel like, can't you identify, have respect for yourself, love yourself, but still love other things, other people, you know?